Hello and welcome to our coverage of the North 1 Moralee Conference playoff weekend. The top four sides from the league, the Solway Sharks, the Billingham Stars, the Blackburn Hawks and the Solihull Barons, as they face each other in 2 days over one weekend to find out who will take home the playoff trophy.
So we're here at iceSheffield for the first Moralee semi-final game between the Billingham Stars and the Blackburn Hawks. Season series split perfectly down the middle. Two teams that obviously have a lot of quality on the ice today. Is there any way you can call this at all at this point?
I think it's going to be a real close affair. I don't think there's much between the teams. As the season's gone on, Blackburn have definitely been a really strong team at the end of the season. And if you're going based on performances, you've got to take Blackburn. But you know what? As a whole season, Billingham have been real strong too. So I think we're in for a real cracker tonight.
Absolutely. Of course, Blackburn coming into the back end of the season absolutely red hot. Billingham Stars just being high flying all throughout the year. Key players on both teams, of course. Dennis Bostrom for the Billingham Stars is an out and out goal scorer, getting points all year long. And of course for Blackburn, their import as well, that they only got halfway through the year. Joseph Estocchi, of course, also getting lots and lots of goals.
Parkinson over the blue line into the Stars' end. Just tied up well though as Flavel plays that into the corner. But his defenseman wasn't ready for it as Royds gathers. Circles back, being checked by two Stars players, still keeping them off him. Down the right-hand half, boys, plays it towards the middle, gathered by Estocchi. Scores! Joseph Estocchi puts the Hawks on the board with 9 minutes and 58 seconds gone in the first. It is 1-0 Blackburn.
What a play by James Royds. What a kid this guy is. He makes a play behind the net, he rubs off two Billingham Stars players, protects the puck, and he throws it to the danger guy. Joseph Estocchi comes from the bench, flies through the neutral zone, and sticks it right over Flavel's glove. Great goal by Blackburn Hawks.
And we have the Blackburn fans right below us, and they are not half noisy. Face-off won by the Hawks in their own end, as that takes a funny bounce off, well, I'm not sure what exactly. I think it might have been a body, and eventually into the glass. As Sykes throws that back into the Hawks' end. However, Nick Oliver dispossessed, scores! Jack Watkins with the goal, dispossessing Nick Oliver in his own end and ties the game up at 1.
That's an unfortunate one for Nick Oliver. The puck's just not sat nice for him, and Jack Watkins has been there to pick his pocket and fire it short side over Stu Ashton's glove. Great finish, but you know, it's unlucky for Blackburn, and I don't feel like Billingham have deserved that, but you know what, I said it, they put pressure on the D, and these things will happen. So yeah, it's a 1-1 game now. Like we said, you know, Blackburn got a good start, but you know, Billingham scored, tied the game, so 18 minutes 22, result to play for.
Yeah, it took them a bit less time in the period, but Billingham do reverse the roles perfectly in this second period. As this face-off just outside the Stars' end, won forward by the Stars as Sykes now tries to get in behind. Stick lift, but does get around, and his shot goes wide. Rebound chance goes in as that shot on the rebound just bobbles, I think, off Stu Ashton's pad and into the back of the net.
Has it gone in?
As there is a little debate around the net as to whether that went in or not. Hamilton's going to have a discussion with the line official behind the goal judge, even behind the goal.
This is always going to be the problem for Blackburn. Ice hockey's a game of momentum. They've given the goal.
As the goal has been given, I'm not sure who scored that one.
Palmen Bjork stuck it away. He banked it, hit the post, and it's hit off the back of Stewie Ashton and crept over. So that's Palmen Bjork from Sykes, and it's an unfortunate one for Blackburn. But like I say, it's a momentum game. They have to just stop the rot here and get back to work. They've been doing the right things. Just don't get away from the plan.
As it is 2-1 to the Billingham Stars. They've come out fast and turned this game around. 10:49 left here in the second. We're still not halfway through this game.
Yeah, the problem is here for the Hawks, if they don't get a goal, you know, momentum's going to swing right back to Billingham. Oh, there we go.
As they score, short-handed, they win the face-off in the Hawks' end. Quick shot comes in from the point, tipped in front by Palmbjork, straight through the 5-hole of Stu Ashton, and they make it 3.
I think they're talking because it looked like it was in off a foot, whether it was a kick in motion. I think they're going to give the goal. Good deflection from Palmen Bjork, but again, you know, it's got to be frustrating for the Hawks here.
I think it would be a harsh one if they called that one off, really. Palmen Bjork was just skating to his spot in front of the net, but
it's a bit of a half attempt from the Hawks to try to get this one knocked off. I think they know deep down it's a good goal. It's just a frustrating time for them right now.
As the Stars, we'll see shortly, it is given. It's played forward for Searman now. He plays it cross ice for Bentham. Good kick to the stick. Backhand chance just goes wide. Not a lot of power on it as he's pressed against the boards behind. Kicks it into the corner and gathers and drops now for Searman. Searman back in front for Aaron Davis. Just missed. Another rebound chance. It's still there. Another backhand shot and it's sat in front of Flavel, but no one able to put it home. 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in this second period. Face-off won by the Stars. Unable to clear those. It's kept in at the point by Duncombe. He drops it for Bentham. Slap shot. No tip in front. Good rebound chance. Score! Aaron Davis with the goal. The Hawks veteran puts them back on the board, making it 3-2.
It is still 5-on-3. That goal doesn't come off unless the 1 minute 50 comes off. I'm not sure how they're going to call this, but I believe it is still 5-on-3. I'm not certain, but I believe. Oh, it looks like Elder's coming out, so they've got 29 seconds of power play left.
Absolutely, so it took all of about 5 seconds really of that 5-on-3 power play for the Hawks to capitalise, and that will change things on that bench.
Massive goal from Aaron Davies there. Again, they work it from the top.
As he looks for a way to work forwards, just misses the stick of Watkins, is gathered again by Ollie Lomax. His pass doesn't get out the zone as Sykes gathers, skates, shoots, scores! What a goal! Chris Sykes as he snipes out in the far top corner over the glove of Stu Ashton and makes it 4.
That's a questionable call at the blue line, whether the puck was out or it wasn't. I don't have the video to call that, but what a shot from Chris Sykes. He showed why he's scored so many goals this season, 23 goals. You know, it's just added to his tally there. Just right over the shoulder of Stu Ashton, post bar and in. Great shot from him, but again, back to 5-on-5, 5 minutes 42 left in this period, and Stars are just giving themselves a 2-goal lead.
Gathered now by Moss, who throws that behind, as that's gathered by Cal Davies up to Elder, scores! Mikey Elder makes it 5 for Billingham, and maybe puts it a little too far out of reach for Blackburn now.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes left in the third period, and what a great play from below the goal line. Mikey Elder just peels away in the slot, finds a pocket of space, he gets the puck, he just doesn't even handle it, he just fires it right in the top corner, short side over the glove of Stu Ashton. Great shot, and you know, is it too much to come back from 3 goals? I think it's going to be difficult, but the Hawks have the firepower, it's just whether they can find the heart.
Just about cut out in the middle, and now the Hawks have a chance coming forwards with Parkinson. Scores! What a goal! Tom Parkinson! How on earth has that gone in? Shot through nothing really of a screen, way above the top of the circle, over the glove of Flavel to make it 5-3.
Absolute laser beam from Tom Parkinson. I think Flavel just didn't see it coming, and he's just skated down the wing, the defenseman stayed off him, he's not put any pressure on, and he's just done an absolute bullet right in the top corner over Flavel's glove. Great shot, and you know what, that gives Blackburn some life.
Indeed it does, and with plenty of time as well. 10:44 left in the third period. What a goal from Tom Parkinson right in the top corner.
It's a guy who's not got a great deal of ice time today, and yet he's come out there, he's put in a shift, and he's managed to find that top corner. So.
As this is gathered in the corner by Mulcahy, he chips that over now for Duncombe, who plays it towards Royds again, just slightly out of his reach, and Keeley will gather, but now a mishandle and a mispass, and gathered by Stocci with a shot. Good save, Flavel into the corner. Stocci gathers his own rebound as now it's picked up and played around for Mulcahy. Mulcahy tries to get it to the point for Duncombe, but 2-on-1. He had a bit too many men in front of him. 2-on-1 with Elder. Elder now shoots, scores! Mikey Elder makes it 6 for Billingham and doubles Blackburn's goal tally once again.
Yeah, Blackburn are just pushing, they're trying to get that 4th goal to, you know, bring it back to 5-4. They give up a 2-on-1 rush the other way. Mikey Elder, right shot, he comes in, he brings the puck towards the middle of the ice, looking as if he's going to pass, and he just fires it over the glove of Louis Ashton. It's unfortunate for the Hawks, but great play from the Stars, take the chances when they come, and it's been the story of the day, really, story of the game.
Indeed, a great play with great experience behind it as well from Mikey Elder to put the Billingham Stars 6-3 to the good. Thrown back behind the Hawks goal and gathered now by Nick Oliver. Nick Oliver tied up from behind by Pombjork. He didn't know he was there. Pombjork still in possession. Gets it across the side. Scores! What a play, Dan Pombjork, as he passes it across the sights and he buries for goal number 7.
Absolutely brilliant work from Dan Pombjork. He's just a complete workhorse. He's just out-battled, out-muscled the Hawks defenseman Nick Oliver. Took the puck, protected it. There could have been a penalty call. It wasn't given. He's drawn 2 other Hawks players towards him. He's laid it off for Sykes, and he does not miss from that area. Great low shot past Stu Ashton.
4-goal differential now. Streetley now trying to play forwards for Aaron Davis. And again for Searman, who tips that on for Bentham, and now Searman, slick play there. As Searman gets around, shoots, great save, James Flavell. Absolutely robbing Mikkel Searman as he got around the man, got across him, got the shot away, but didn't get the goal.
You know, I don't even think he knew much about that. It kind of hit him in the chest. It was a bit an awkward save for him, but he's found the puck line in that blue paint and covered it. Again, we know how good a goalie he is, and he's come to his team's rescue again.
Face-off won by the Stars forwards, just picked off by Carl Price though, as he lofts that back to neutral ice. Gathered by James Riddick, just bounces over his stick though, as this is gathered now by Scott Cooper, who looks to carry in, drops off now for Moss. Moss with a shot, held again, Stu Ashton with 4 seconds left on the clock.
That's game over now. It's the end of the road for Blackburn Hawks. I think they would be delighted that they've been able to make this competition. A month ago they weren't even in the playoff position, so they're giving a real good account of themselves today, and they're unlucky, but the Stars totally deserve the position.
As the puck dropped, one into the corner, but the period ends as the Billingham Stars run away. 4-goal differential winners in this one. The difference really clinical.
Yeah, definitely the Stars, they took their chances. They had a lot of time in their own D zone, especially throughout the first period, but on the rush in the second, they've taken their chances and they've been deadly. They've got some sniper players, so I think it's a fair result. It kind of looks a little bit more flattering for Billingham, but they deserve to be in the final tomorrow.
Absolutely, they do. 7 goals on the board. That's an awful lot of offense to come out of the Billingham Stars in this one.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that they're going to look to take that tomorrow. But the defence, whoever they play, Solway are very good defensively, and Solihull are really good offensively. So they're going to, whatever happens, they're going to be a tough team to play against in the final tomorrow. But I've got to give credit to the Hawks. They've come here and they've really put a good show in. They started the game.
So Terry, wasn't the best of starts, but Billingham showed a lot of character to come back in that second period. Do you want to talk us through it?
Yeah, we had a couple of chances in the first period, but we didn't get off to a fast start at all, which was a bit worrying for us. But so we had a bit of a go with the lads in the dressing room at the end of the first, got our thoughts together and came out and we just told them we got to up our tempo to win this game, and they did exactly what we asked to do. We came out and we 4-1 second period, and I just thought the lads were terrific in the second period.
Okay, Steve, obviously a disappointing result for your team today. Is there any positives you can take from the game?
First period, I spoke to you after first period. I think they had up around the first 5 minutes, and then we found our stride, and we were, I thought, we're a better team. But then inconsistency stepped in again, and it's happened far too many times this season. So for me, that's something for us to work on for next year.
And here it is, the final game on the Saturday evening. The champions, the Solway Sharks, are taking on 4th place Solihull Barons. And it's going to be a tight encounter as always, as these sides are both very difficult to break down. What are you expecting from the Solihull Barons in this game?
The Barons, I'm expecting them to be very offensive-minded. They've got the likes of Tom Saw, Nicholas Otterson, who are really high-scoring players. At last year's playoffs, Tom Saw was absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah, and of course the Solway Sharks have got a great netminder and some defensemen out there that are some of the best in the league. Of course, it is going to be the offensive machine against the defensive partnership of Yurasenko and Kim Yaten. Of course, they're going to be on separate lines, but they are always very difficult to get against.
Yeah, and you can't not include James Hutchinson in that as well. Elite league class, really, on the back end. Back that up with Hepburn in net, and it's going to be a really tough ask. The only issue for Solway is they are missing their coach. who's obviously away with GB under-18s. So is that going to be something that they maybe won't be as well drilled as normal?
Yeah, Scott McMeekin is going to be the bench coach for this game for the Solway Sharks, and it'd be interesting to see how he is able to coach the counter-attacking hockey that the Solway Sharks have won this league with. Anyway, this is the fourth and final game from Saturday. Solway Sharks versus the Solihull Barons. Barons now, 2:25 left on the clock for this period. Selwood down the right-hand side takes a shot from range, but Callum Hepburn had no idea where that shot was.
I would disagree on that one. Callum Hepburn, he knew where it was. He just went like that. It was just an easy one. He knew where that shot was going all day long. I think he dropped a little bit harder than he planned to. I think that made it look a little bit less clean. But yeah, he knew exactly where that was. It's in. It's a goal! From absolutely nothing, and it's 1-0 to the Solihull Barons.
Yeah, that was some great work from them. Number 7, Joe Henry, managed to bring that into the centre. And the shot taken by, I believe, it was Ryan Selwood. I think the goal's going to be credited to him.
Yeah, it was a face-off win by Joe Henry. He went forwards and just passed the puck across and was able to just an unguarded net, trying to see who the scorer was. I couldn't tell from where I was. As in come the Sharks now.
Yeah, Abercrombie has this on his stick. He's still got it on his stick despite the Barons' pressure. Trying to get it to Connor Henderson. Henderson has it. He drops it off the boards to his left point. Kim Yaitman now dumps it in. Stevie Moore trying to go for the
goal!
Outstanding tip there from Stevie Moore off a Kim Yaitman shot from the point. Second assist on that one will be Connor Henderson, who drops it to Kim Yaitman from the boards. 1 minute 18 remaining in the period. It's game on 1-1.
Yeah, extremely smart play from Kim Yaitman. He took that shot not to score. He took that shot for a tip. Excellent play by Yaitman, and Stevie Moore, equally good hands, great hand-eye coordination to tip that one, and nothing Josh Nichols can do about that as it goes through the 7-hole.
Puck drops one by Whitehouse back to Yanak. Yanak takes the shot, tip on by Bruce. It's still there and it's a goal! A goal there by Andrew Whitehouse.
It was a big rebound by Hepburn. Are we seeing that maybe he's fallible?
He is a great shot stopper. I've said before in previous games over the season that he does give up a rebound very easily. And sure enough, bang, Whitehouse was there. Just managed to put that into the roof of the goal over his shoulder.
He's a young lad still, Callum Hepburn. He's an under-20, I believe, still.
Yes.
He is a young netminder.
Oh, yeah.
So he's going to have little parts to his game that he will, over time, improve.
In terms of his overall career projection, he's going to be an outstanding keeper.
Certainly is. Just confirmation on the goal.
Yep, 16 Whitehouse, assisted by 40 Josh Bruce and 14 Thomas Yanak. Of course, he took the shot from the point in the initial instance.
Did.
Yurasenko brings it out, brings it over the blue. He's got Fowley with him. He decides to carry on. He goes round another two.
Beautiful.
Shot taken. He deserves a goal just for that deke around the Barons' defence alone.
Beautiful from Yurasenko. It's what we said earlier on. He loves that chance to come out and skate the length of the ice. And unfortunately on that one, he just couldn't put it in. He hasn't had the best of point scoring years by his own standards, his own high standards. He's got 24 points in 27 games as a defenseman, which is nothing to be sniffed at.
Josh Nichols is just getting to his feet as he was just readjusting some equipment there. And from this one, it's won by the Barons, but the interception by Murray before he gets through to another red shirt.
Remember your skill set, Ross. It's not deking round people.
And here we have Maurice the other way. Goes around Maiton and tries to get it to Saw. Saw with the puck. Saved by Hepburn and caught before he coughed up the rebound. Well done to that man.
Yeah, good save from in tight. Tom Saw has an excellent shot on him and saved on the blocker. It went up in the air and he dove out and caught it out of mid-air.
9:18 remaining in the second. Duncan Spears now gets it over the blue. He's got Coulter with him, takes the shot again. He doesn't take the pass.
Wide.
Yeah, that was far too wide, and he had space around him. Now suddenly Maurice is chasing this. It's not going to ice, no matter how many times you put your hand up there.
Yeah, Hepburn is not a puck-playing goalie.
No, he's very much a stay-at-home.
He likes his net. Here's Spears comes in, takes the shot.
Wow, Duncan Spears with the shot. Glove save there by Josh Nichols. Great. Finally, that Duncan Spears actually managed to get a shot on goal, it must be said, in that situation.
Yeah, Josh Nichols, he went for the full split and took the puck way over his head. Very, very flashy camera save from Josh Nichols.
2:48 remaining in the second period, still a 1-goal lead. It's a 2-1 game. He has support now. Going forwards is Scott Henderson. Down the left-hand side, round Maurice. Going onto the goal line, he's got Tonar with him in support. Tonar moves behind men, so he's no longer an option. Oh, Tonar comes in then to collect that puck that had been left loose. This is now behind the Barons' goal.
It's a goal!
Struan Tonar, wow, I've not seen him that animated for a long time. He's ecstatic that that goal is in, but as good a goal as that could have been for the Sharks, Josh Nichols let that in.
Josh Nichols let that in. I was waiting for you to finish. Josh Nichols, he actually didn't seal up to his post. He was slightly past it, and then when it hit him low, instantly drop into butterfly, cover the bottom of the net. He didn't do that and left a gaping hole between his legs.
Yeah, near side post, hugging the post. You shouldn't be letting those in. Josh Nichols let that in. It's unfortunate for him. I hope that doesn't go, knocks his head out of the game. 1 minute of the game, Josh Bruce has this. Can he get it away from Hutchinson? He does in the middle. It's there. It's loose. 2 shots on the pads. It's still going.
It's still there. It's still loose. It comes back to the point. Selwood with a shot. Kick save. Frantic.
That was frantic. Hepburn certainly earned his paycheck there.
40 seconds.
And this is still with the Barons. Mietinen trying to push this away. Henry
Excellent
trying to keep it in.
Mietinen. He's held there.
I'd agree there. I'd say that he was held, but as it is, it's now with Henry.
Some tired bodies on the ice.
They look very tired. To say that they've had 60 minutes of hockey. It's been a slow game. We're at the end of the season, so really the fitness level should be the highest that they should ever be.
15 seconds before we go to 3-on-3 overtime.
Mietinen, stretch pass, gets it through. Abercrombie is in the middle. Nichols knocks it away. And with Saw just
that will be it.
Yes. That is the end of third period. We are going to have an overtime situation here. 3-on-3 hockey, no imports allowed, which is going to be very difficult indeed for the Solway Sharks. Of course, both sides have 2 imports each, but I would certainly like to think that the Solway Sharks are more reliant on the pairing of Juraj and Kim Mietinen than the Barons may be of Janak and Otterson. Keeps it away from Selwood. Gives it out. Here's Coulter now. Hutchinson in the centre of the blue. Coulter into the middle. Shot save.
Save, Josh Nichols.
He didn't know much about it, but he had the leg just in the way, just to stop that puck going through.
Straight at the back post. It's a goal! The Solway Sharks take the win in overtime, and the Barons are heartbroken.
That's devastating. Absolutely devastating for Josh Nichols. Look at him as he gets to his feet. Well done to the Solway Sharks. They are the reigning league champions this season, and they have made it through to the final. The Sharks fans are on the feet below us here in the commentary position. Stevie Moore comes over to say hello. Struan Tonar, that means the world to him.
Josh Nichols is pretty inconsolable there. He had to be picked up off the ice by his teammate. Nothing he could do about that goal. It was a defensive breakdown, and I'm going to say something here. They chose to go with 3 forwards.
They did have Selwood at that situation. They'd actually changed to Selwood.
But it wasn't him that was on that guy. It was a forward marking Duncan Spears, a forward marking a forward. And Duncan Spears just ghosted him behind completely unmarked.
He looks devastated.
Josh Nichols is devastated.
For me, Josh Nichols is MVP for the Barons.
Agreed.
Completely agree on that one. There's no doubt about it. That's the best game I've seen Josh Nichols play.
Agreed.
And I feel devastated for them. I really, really do.
So Scott, Sharks had to come from behind twice today, and it was a real battle out there, wasn't it? It wasn't made easy for you.
Yeah, I mean, we have to give credit to Solihull. I thought they played an unbelievable game. It was clear from the warm-up they'd made a wee change in their lineup. They moved Otterson back onto D, which I think probably made them a bit stronger overall and made it a bit tougher for us. Maybe they might look at it and they've taken a bit of firepower away from up front because he's a really strong forward. But overall, that's the best game they've played against us, so we have to give them credit for that. But we've shown throughout this whole season that this is a team made of absolute character, and their attitude was spot on from the first puck drop right until that minute and a bit of OT. So we give ourselves credit. Now it's about rest and recovery, and we've got to make sure that we rest okay for tomorrow's final.
So Perry, obviously a disappointing result for your team this evening, but you've got to be proud of your team for the effort they put in, haven't you?
Yeah, it's hard to take a loss like that, but I'm so proud of my team. They played the best hockey they've played all year. I'm proud of every one of them. What we've gone through on training, they took it into the game. We all bought in, and it worked. It was just unlucky to lose on the 3-on-3. But it's one of them things. Yeah, it's hard to take, but I'm proud of my boys. It was a great game of hockey.
And here we are after a tense and great weekend of hockey. We're here for the final game. It is the Moralee Conference Playoff Final as the Solway Sharks face the Billingham Stars. The two sides have finished first and second in the league, with the Solway Sharks, of course, reigning champions. It's going to be a tough, difficult game. What are you expecting from it?
I think it's going to be close. It's pretty difficult to call who's going to be the winner, but there's not going to be much between the two teams. Solway very defensive and Billingham are very aggressive, so it sets out two teams completely different in styles, and I think it'll be a really good affair.
Yeah, it is. It's only fitting that the top two teams end up in the final for this one, so it's going to be a close one. It's time for the action. Can it be kept in? Oh, it's the Sharks now, other way. Struan Tonar, he's got support on his right-hand side. Decides to go all the way up to the goal line. He had Scott Henderson waiting in the slot. He opted to go for the backhand shot himself, and it carried on through the crease and into the corner. Now in the neutral zone. Sharks with a poor pass there allow the Stars to gain possession. Keeley, gives it away to Scott Henderson. Henderson now in front of the goal, takes a shot, blocker saved by Flavel. That's high in the air, but a poor giveaway there by the Stars.
Terrible giveaway. What a shot from Scott Henderson. He just came out of nowhere, picked up the puck, and he has a heavy shot on, great save by Flavel there. But yeah, I'm just a bit disappointed. I think Billingham look a little bit nervous. They look like they're, but you know what else? They started this way yesterday.
9:37 now remaining in the first period. The face-off in the Shark zone is won. Sorry, the Star zone is won by the Stars. Finally have some possession, and it's Palmerbjorn that opts to dump it away and give it back to the Sharks in their own end. Miettinen. Over the back line, Hutchinson starts again. Tonar now to Hutchinson, right wing. Goes around Ross Hanlon. He still has this on his stick in front of Flavel. He just wasn't able to do anything with it. He just let it go a little bit too far away from his stick.
Yeah, I think Ross Hanlon just put enough pressure on him there, but it's good to see Hutchinson just flying down the wing. I didn't realise he had so much speed on him there. He's a little bit of an older guy, played a lot of time in the EPL down in Peterborough, and yeah, he's an experienced player, so it doesn't surprise me he's capable of that. Hutchinson
Goes behind the goal. He has it with it, protecting the puck with his body, then dumps it back down for Struan Tonar. It carries on going to Ross Murray. Murray's being pushed in now by Ross Hanlon. In comes Benjamin Davison. Struan Tonar has this puck around the face-off circle, back to goal, manages to turn, but suddenly another the other way. We've got Chris Sykes against Yurasenko. Sykes has this puck, he opts to go into the corner to try and get some support in. Benjamin Davison's come in. 2 against 2 against the boards. Comes out and it's now with Struan Tonar. Over the line, brings it in, back to goal. Can he get the backhand shot? And that's a penalty. Jack Watkins, I believe, with the trip there on Struan Tonar.
I don't think he had much option. It was, if there is a good penalty, I'd say that is one of them. You know, you can't let a guy like Tonar get close to the goalie, and Jack's made a really good play for his team there, and I'm sure his team will come out with the attitude to kill this penalty for him.
Yeah, it's almost a trademark movement to Tonar, the way he comes in on goal like that with his back to it. You never know when he's going to take that shot. Thomas Soares a similar kind of player. Senko from the point, keeps it on his stick. He's got Hutchison in support, decides to give it across to Edmonds.
Fowler.
There's Ben Edmonds. But suddenly, the other way, it's now Hutchison gives it away. Palmer Bjork one-on-one. Pope, he ends up into Callum Hepburn. We have a potentially sore Swede here. No, he's okay, he's on his feet.
Great play from Palmer Bjork again. He's so strong in the park, protects it real well, and he's just got round the defenseman, but I think he was a little bit too close to Hepburn for, to make a real good play. So good job by Hepburn to get out and take his time away.
Yeah, whilst he may have liked to have taken that shot again, at least it's another good penalty kill. Quite high up now, suddenly Scott Henderson down the right-hand side. Got Duncan Spears in the middle, shot taken. An outstanding save by James Flavel. He ends up losing his stick in the melee. How was that not a goal?
Scott Henderson on the rebound should have tucked that away. Just because he's a right-handed shot, it was harder for him. The angle was a little bit tight, but that was a great opportunity from Solway there. I think they feel like it should be 1-0 up.
Kim Yaten there gets it in the perfect position in the middle of the slot, but there wasn't a Sharks player waiting for it. It's now back down into the Sharks end. It's now with Struan Tonar. He's looking, goes to the backhand pass across ice. And now back to Scott Henderson. He brings it on, winds up, takes a shot. It's a goal! Unreal goal there from Scott Henderson.
What a shot! He's literally, Yaten has just played the puck along the red line. He's skated into the end zone, at Billingham end zone, and he's fired a shot right over Flavel's glove. What a goal that is by Scott Henderson.
Went in high up on the near side post. James Flavel was pretty much in the middle of his net, put his arm out to try and catch that, failed to do so, and the puck ended up in the opposite side of the net. Such force on it that it just rattled around the goal and stayed in there.
But you know what we're saying, that Billingham, they don't have their imports on the ice. It's made it harder for them, and we've seen how dangerous we are with 3-on-3 last night. 4-on-4 is very similar. There's a lot more space out there.
We still have a 4-on-4 situation as there are 20 seconds remaining on the penalties on Andrews and Dennis Bostrom. And Henson now takes a shot, saved by Flavel, gets it to James Moss. James Moss looking for the pass, and there it is. It's the stretch. Going forward is Bowman from distance. That hits Hepburn in a very dodgy angle.
Yeah, Michael Bowman's hit the crossbar there. Callum Hepburn just waved at that as it went past him, and it's hit the bar and out of play. But end-to-end stuff so far. I said it, the game needed a goal. It's got one, and we've livened up here.
6 seconds remaining now on the 4-on-4 situation. Looking through all the way down. Hepburn was trying to get the icing call then, but it wasn't given.
Chance.
It is. Jack Watkins takes a shot, point blank range, and Callum Hepburn drops down and gets it with his leg pad. Opportunistic that it fell to him in that manner, but he should have done more.
Yeah, it's just, I think he's almost had too much time to stop the puck, turn, face the net, and he's tried to go over Hepburn's glove. It's just, he's come out to challenge Jack Watkins there, and Hepburn's made a really good save, and he's kept his team ahead.
Scott Henderson just wasn't on his same way of thinking there. Jack Watkins now dumps it in, goes behind the goal as he goes for a change. It's given away to Palmer Bjork, who managed to get a shot off, but it wasn't on target. Palmer Bjork now still with his puck. To the point for Tom Keeley. He kind of messes up the slap shot there. It hits Struan Tonar, who dives to defend that. Struan Tonar now left wing. And very cleverly gets it through bodies into the middle, winds up, shot taker, saved by Flavel, but coughed up. Here we go. Suddenly it's with Kim Yaten. In the middle, Struan Tonar tries to get it in, and then Scott Henderson again, the goal scorer for the first one for the Sharks. As they go over the blue, tries to pass it back to Senko. Yeah, Elder gets it over to Bostrom a little bit too far. Bostrom trying to stay on side, couldn't stretch that far to Elder. Oh, it's saved. That is saved. It was saved by Callum Hepburn, but I don't think he knew much about the save. He just threw his body in front of it.
Yeah, Bostrom's thrown it out front, and I think it's Mikey Elder. He's got just a little piece of wood on it, and it's just hit the bar, bounced up in the air, and as Hepburn's rolling, it's just managed to catch the puck. So, wow, the opportunities are there for Billingham, but you've got to think if they don't take one soon, this game could get away from them.
Yep, Hooking is the call. Again, I didn't see a true, genuine, solid hook on that. But we are in a situation now where the Billingham Stars have a power play, another opportunity to maybe draw level in this game. It's still very close and tight. 1-0 the score to the Sharks. James Moss has this.
Good. Get it over here.
Back to the point. Tom Keeley's calling for it. They opt to go for Bostrom, who's on the edge of the face-off circle. Moves it over, gets it onto the goal line. Again, looking for this is Mikey Elder. He still has it on his stick. Winds up, takes a shot. Saved by him, and he's in the goal!
Cal Davies.
Cal Davies from a Mikey Elder assist. The Billingham Stars draw level on the power play just 32 seconds into that penalty. And with 10:29 remaining in the game, it's game on.
Oh, the Billingham Stars are going crazy, the bench is loud, and you know what, look at the Solway players, they're not happy with that call by the referee. I said it was a bit of a weak one, but you know what, credit to Billingham, they've gone out, they've kept it simple, they've got the shot off, and Cal Davies is there to stick it in an empty net. Great job.
I'm sure the Solway Sharks are disappointed that they've drawn level on a penalty like that, but fair, they've had the opportunity to have more than a goal lead and they've not taken those chances.
Definitely, and as in a playoff final like this, you know, if you don't take your chances, it can come back and bite you, and that's what's happened so far. But again, you know, keep it tight, don't take too much risk, and if they get a chance, try and put it in the back of the net.
The Stars fighting over who's going to get that puck away, and in the end didn't. Stars giving that away. It's a goal. It's a goal for the Sharks. He gets in the back of the goal. A bit of a miscommunication with the defence means that he goes underneath Flavel as the Sharks pounce on a loose puck. Abercrombie with the goal there.
You're just saying about Billingham being disjointed. That's exactly what's happened. They've left before the puck. They left the zone before the puck. The shot's gone in, and if Abercrombie's a man on the doorstep, just put it in empty net.
That puck was in the slot, and the Billingham Stars defence were after you, after you. And by the time they decided he was going to get it away, they gave it to the Sharks on the centre of the blue line.
And that's emotion. It's just pure emotion.
Puck drop. Won by Jack Watkins, goes through the Sharks into the middle. Who's going to get it? No one is. It just carries on going through the crease and behind the goal. Jack Watkins gathered the rebound and took the shot again, but it was wide. Ross Hanlon now in the neutral zone, gives it to Andy Finn. They knock it forward, so trying to get it through. Yurasenko with the interception there, stopping the Palmer Bjork attack. And it's end to end as it goes the other way to Senko. Senko takes the shot. That is unreal. Yurasenko makes it 3 goals as a quick 1-2 with Joe Coulter puts it straight past James Flavel. What a 2-goal lead.
Yurasenko carries the puck through the neutral zone. I'm pretty sure it was Abercrombie again. He laid it off and Abercrombie just fed it back. What a goal. It's actually Coulter, I think it was. He just laid it on a plate for him and he's managed to fire a low blocker side past Flavel. And you know, Billingham have got a long way back here. 7 minutes to go. It's going to be tough.
They look very dejected indeed.
Now this always Sharks fans making a lot of noise.
And they've actually travelled in outstanding numbers. They're not known for travelling in big numbers, the Solway Sharks, but they have done for this event.
Yeah, good on them.
There we go, 2-1. They are celebrating. That is it. They've won the playoffs. They've won the Grand Slam. All 3 trophies this season. The Cup, the League, and now the playoffs. First time they've done that since 2014, which of course they clinched on home ice as the playoff weekend was in Dumfries. But they've got every right to celebrate. They've been outstanding every year and they've been a step above every other team in the division.
Totally deserved. They've been the best team all year. They've been consistent. You know, those games have been nip-tucked, they've been tight. They've managed to come out on top, and even tonight, you know, it's thoroughly deserved. They've been a good team, and I feel for the Stars. I feel like they've given a real good account of themselves, but the Sharks definitely deserve it, and good on them for the treble.
Now, of course, we need to talk about the Billingham Stars. Last season, they finished 5th. A disappointing season by anyone's standards. They'd always been in the playoffs since they were founded back as the Stars. They missed last year, but they finished 2nd in the league, 2nd in this. They can't have too many complaints over that.
Definitely not, and you know, their fans have been on their feet for the last minute of the game, even when they're 5-on-3, clapping their hands, cheering for them. They've been a tough team to play against personally, but they've been a very outstanding team all year. They deserved a place in the playoff final, and you know what, on a different day it probably could have gone their way, but yeah, good luck to them for next year, but they're just unlucky today.
Well, here we go. Hutchinson is actually getting this award rather than the captain Struan Tonard.
Perhaps that tells us that Hutchinson's last year.
Quite possibly might be, but there they go, they have it. They've got it aloft. Beer everywhere.
What a waste of beer.
I was on the ice when the Widnes Wild won the Ladler and it stank down there. They had to warm up on this beer-soaked ice for this game, but they have that cup in front of their fans. They're on their feet, they're celebrating. They've done what they set out to do this season. 3 ticks in the box for the Cup, the League and the playoffs. The second time in their history that they've done that. The second time that they have clinched this trophy since moving into the English system. And there they are, they're going around the arena. A round of applause to all the fans. Everyone, the Billingham Stars, are giving them a great standing ovation. Of course, many of the Stars fans that I was speaking to before the game gave this to the Sharks.
It's very honest.
They love their side, but I think everyone knew where this was ultimately going.
Post-game after the Moralee playoff final, a really, really hard-fought 3-1 win. Scott, you must be delighted.
Yeah, really proud of the boys. Unbelievable effort over the weekend and particularly today to come through with a win. So, sealing the treble in good style. Both netminders were unbelievable in the game. I thought, before the game, maybe Flav wasn't going to be 100%, but he stood in his head for most of the game there, and he can't be at fault for the reason Billingham lost that game there. And obviously Callum has been great all year. He's only had one shutout all year, so he's never managed to get that to too many blanks, but he's been an absolute wall for us at the back, and obviously playing in front behind our defence. Just that defensive solidity, I think, is what's ultimately won us the championships.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to give Solway credit. They're a great side. They've won everything in the path this year, and they, deservedly won the game tonight. I think they just edged us out. We worked really hard. Got back to 1-0. We got back to 1-1, and we thought, right, okay, we're on it here. And then we got a soft penalty against us. I don't want to talk about that, but we got a soft penalty against us, and then they scored on the power play to make it 2-1. And then obviously they got away with 3-1. But they are a very, very good side. It's hard to score goals past them because defensively they're absolutely fantastic.
All weekend the Stars have worked really, really hard, and I think they've proved that they're a match for anybody in this league.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we played really well yesterday against Blackburn. We took them apart yesterday. We've given Solway a real tough game tonight, and they know it as well.
And that's it. It's been an exciting weekend of hockey. We've had so many games, so many fantastic teams, and so many great moments to look back to. It's been hard for everyone involved, but I hope you've enjoyed our end products. From the commentators to the cameramen to the presenters, thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed it.